Welcome back, 20 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
And I'm red.
Now we're going to be looking at the Atari Jaguar port for Doom. Uh, Got to get that neat little Jaguar intro in there. Just
Yeah.
come on.
There we go.
I love.
Although, I gotta say, the Jaguar logo reminds me of the Mad Catz logo.
Oh. So here
I
we
think
have.
that might explain everything.
Well, I guess. Got to fudge.
And what was that noise?
That was the Atari 64-bit Jaguar chip crunching out some Doom tunes. So this is I believe, one of the first Doom ports, if not the first, ported by id Software themselves in '94 thereabouts. It's competently made. This is the first release to have the optimized level set created by id Software, and it also has a few of the console exclusive levels, which we'll be looking at a bit down the line.
Nice.
The biggest drawbacks to this are the Atari Jaguar controller. Oh, this was recorded on a real Atari Jaguar, by the way.
Yeah, that thing is scary.
Yeah.
Don't ever show that to me again.
The controller is very fat, and the demo went bad there, so they just ended it. The controller is very fat and uncomfortable. It wasn't as cumbersome to have set up as the Sega 32X, but I don't think anything will be. But yeah, the controller's huge. It's got ABC buttons on the right, D-pad on the left. The buttons don't feel very good, and it also has like a number pad on the bottom, which is useful for changing weapons on the fly, but not much else. It doesn't have shoulder buttons, so strafing's a pain. If you've ever played any Super Nintendo games on the Virtual Console using a GameCube controller, like trying to run in those, you have to kind of crab claw your finger to the Y button while your thumb does the button pressing.
Yeah.
If anyone knows about that, it sucks. And that's what you got to do if you want to strafe and run and stuff. It's very uncomfortable, and the buttons kind of poke out into your fingers. It's not nice. It's a bit.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So. Real quick, I'm going to do a brief explanation. The idea behind this stream is it's going to be part of the LP. We're going to edit out the relevant parts of the game and put that in our LP playlist. That was supposed to happen to the 32 export, but the audio was foobar, so we're going to redo that one. But
Yeah,
if you're interested in checking out the full stream, we're reading the Doom novel. We already did part of that. Oh, we finally started the game. Now, tell me if you noticed something missing.
the pillars and a lot of the detail.
Well, yes. That wasn't what I was aiming for, though.
The HUD looks really wrong,
Yeah.
just inherently.
Okay. Yeah, the HUD's definitely different. There is another key feature to Doom that is not present currently.
Could it be... There's no music.
Yeah, you got it. So, I believe the deal with that is, Atari Jaguar was touted as this 64-bit system in an era of 16-bit consoles, but it wasn't like a... Gosh, how to put it? They didn't have like 64 bits of like a 64-bit processor, I guess. It was just like four 16-bit things stacked on top of each other. Like one for music, one for sound, one for graphics, and one for
Jaguar
I guess.
invented stacked memory.
I guess.
Not really.
It's probably way more technical than I'm describing it, but yeah, in order to get Doom to render on the Jaguar, they had to use some of the sound processor to run the graphics instead of playing music.
How do you eat? So they MacGyvered this, is what you're telling me.
Basically, John Carmack, he's a heck of a hacker, making the sound chip do the graphics processing. At least I think that's what happened. I remember reading that on the old FPS thread on Something Awful. Don't know if that's true,
The
but
first game rendered in what is that medium of audio sound. You know what I'm getting at.
spectrogram.
Yeah, the first spectrogram video game.
There you go.
Or it's along the lines of that, like the sound vision visor in Metroid Prime,
Sure.
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, gonna clean up some secrets before we discover where the music went. There is music. It just went somewhere. It's a bit strange.
Wait, what do you mean?
You'll see.
Like it packed its bags and
Yeah, it packed its bags and shifted on elsewhere. Just giving it.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this.
All right. There's the music.
Oh,
They couldn't have it going while the game was rendering, so they put it at the end of the levels.
right. Okay. Just continue to include this full MIDI song, but only during the intermission screen that you're gonna be at for a number of seconds.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, so if you want Doom music, probably get your own MIDIs for this one, because we're not providing them, that's for sure.
Nope. I mean, we could totally do that and be nice, but it would ruin the experience,
Yeah, it wouldn't be legit.
right?
Alright, I think that's all I have on the Jaguar port for now, so unless you want to add something,
boy.
I think it's time to read some Doom novels.
Well, it seems to be running better than the 32X version.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Significantly so.
Yeah, they got actual frame rates. I don't think it quite reaches the PC version's 35 FPS, but, it's better than the 32X's, like, 5, so...
It's serviceable, and that's what counts for a port, right?
It works.
The one standard that has never changed in these long 20 years is if it's serviceable, you can sell it.
God, it's back in the day when they actually had to optimize the console ports for the consoles rather than just porting the console ports to PC.
Right? Oh yeah, PCs are way stronger. They can deal with it. Don't change anything. Just make it work.
Sheesh. What a time to be alive.
Right?
Oh,
Not even know what we had.
more grass
So
on
yo.
Phobos, by the way. Still love that. It's great.
That is they've come really far with their terraforming. All right. Oh goodness,
Yeah.
a bit of slowdown out here.
Well, they got a lot of walls to render out here.
I guess it's just a very long draw distance. It's probably what's
Yeah.
slowing it down. Yeah,
So-
that's yeah.
Yeah, none of these console ports are perfect. Basically, all of them in the 90s have some form of slowdown. So, PC version's still the best.
Eh.
But,
Yep,
whatever. Alright,
it
so
is what it is.
I believe we don't have any new content in this for quite a while, so it's time to read.
All right.
Great. Do you have your copy of Knee Deep in the Dead up?
Goodness. I have it somewhere, I think.
Or into the floor. Real slow. Oh, hold on. I gotta pause here. We got new stuff coming up.
All right.
So, the Tower of Babel, it's not the boss fight from the original. It's a completely new map made by, I think, American McGee, if I had to guess, or Tim Willits.
McGee.
So yeah, it's a brand new map, console exclusive. Shows up in most of the other console ports that have more than 15 maps. Pretty short actually, and it doesn't really stand up to the original. There's no Cyber Demon to fight here. Just a small arena thing going on. A bunch of monsters. Classic barrels. Good stuff. Gosh, it's... They like to lock the doors behind you too.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you gotta do is you gotta find the switch to open the door, as you do with any standard good Doom map. monster closets. Gotta clean them out. Done with this map. You know, in theory. Alright, any day now, guys. Bunch of jerks.
All right, done with that encounter.
Yep, and that opened a door. Good. Apparently, I can't find it. Oh, well, it opened the stuff up from earlier, so that's good. Gosh,
Alright.
It's been a while since I played this.
Yeah, we're actually quite ahead on our, well, kind of quite ahead on our content.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a bit of a road bump since it's the transition from 94 to 95, but yeah. There's the exit, completely unceremonious.
Wait, no boss or anything?
No,
Really? That's it?
that's
We're
the
just out of
exit.
here?
And that brings us to Hell Keep. They completely, they got rid of Sandy Peterson's version and made their own. And it's
goodness.
I think it's a fair bit harder than the PC version's counterpart.
Also a fair bit less interesting so far.
Yeah, there's no, well, it took a second, but we've got pinned up skin there with the pentagrams.
That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah. So yeah, this one actually has key cards, and I think at least on one of the console ports I played, I had to do it from a pistol start, and I just couldn't. It was too hard.
Ouch.
Yeah. Unlike the original, which was designed to actually be played from a pistol start. I'm sure it's possible, just not for me presently. All right. So there's not really much to it, just some red corridors with some key cards. Unlike the original, it actually has key cards, so that I guess it has that going for it. Yeah, it's not.
One thing of note that I kind of want to bring up for console port Doom again that just irks me to no end is how the low frame rate slows down the fire rate of the chain gun and the plasma rifle.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, I think.
Yeah.
Well, good news is I've cleared out this wing. Just gotta do the rest of them after I got my ammo, Right. Of course, need blue key. Only got the red. Oh boy. So yeah, I forget what the problem is, but at some point the demons become too much. Like they start throwing cacodemons at you, and still all you've had is like the shotgun and 20 shells. Yeah, it's a bit rough. Luckily, I didn't die in this map, so thank goodness. Oh, fake teleporter.
Yeah.
Things. Oh, never mind. It wasn't fake. I don't know what happened there. Mysterious circumstances. All right.
Just graze the lava.
Well, it sucks.
Oh man, I wonder how they're gonna handle Doom Dying Lava in the novelization now.
Oh boy.
Since apparently slime is ice cold but incredibly irritating.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, ice cold but boiling hot simultaneously.
Yeah, it's icy hot. It's just big pools of icy
yeah,
hot.
there we go. All right. It's a existing contradiction of a liquid.
Was the Jaguar's UI used in other ports? I don't think so. I think each console port had its own UI. Like each of them had a different HUD. I'm pretty sure.
Because they each had to design a HUD based on the resolution of the console they were made for.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, something like that maybe.
And whatever elements could be rendered without lagging the game too much on the HUD.
Also, I got wrecked by imps one. Don't get cornered by imps. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend not getting, cornered by imps.
I didn't know there were even 5 doctors that knew how to fight imps. But okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're back to the intro. The exit was right there all along, but I needed the yellow key, which I finally have. I wish I knew who. I'm pretty sure it was American McGee or Tim Willits who made the new maps. I have to look into that. Look forward to maybe a YouTube annotation someday. Yeah. Right. That's all said and done.
Oh.
I think there's... Oh, yeah. It wasn't a secret. I did remember there was a plasma gun in the closet there. I thought it was a secret, though. But yeah, from Hell Keep, we skipped straight on back to... we skipped the Slough of Despair and go to Pandemonium.
Huh. Okay. That's why this seemed kind of strange to me.
I guess so. So, yeah.
See, this... Yeah, I don't actually even really recognize this very much.
Well, they took out large chunks of it for the console port, and also the texture works a bit different. It's mostly the same, but, you know, lots of it is omitted.
Yeah.
Alright, going back to the Doom novel. So, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. We're nearly at the end of the Jaguar port.
Yeah, I don't think I can take any more reading. I'm just, ugh.
Yeah.
My nose.
Yeah, your nose, my throat. So this is the final level, the Fortress of Mystery. I believe this was also the final level on the 32X port as well. So no Cyber Demon, no Spider Mastermind. A huge disappointment.
Yeah, you're telling me.
So yeah, let me just get my thoughts out there on the Atari port real quick. I didn't like it. It's one of the better early 90s ports in that it runs fairly well for the hardware at the time, but the controller is a freaking disaster to work with. Like, sure, it has the number pad, which makes switching to whatever weapon you want easier, but moving is another issue. It's way too hard to maneuver, and I don't know. The D-pad's uncomfortable. The face buttons.
Since you have to like claw to strafe or whatever.
Yeah, you have to crab claw it. I guess that's the term I'm using for it now.
Or have like the weirdest thumb in existence.
Yeah, oh boy, it's not nice. But yeah, this level hasn't changed much. I think, unlike the 32X port, the monsters actually can infight because they have rotational frames. So that's a plus. But yeah, I would never play this again. Oh boy. I actually had to re-record this one because I lost the original footage, which was a huge bummer. I bought an Atari Jaguar just to play this. It was cheap though, so don't. It was like $50 for the Jaguar and Doom and Wolfenstein and Cybermorph and some racing game I don't know and 2 controllers. So it was a pretty nice deal. But I can't see myself ever using it again unless I really want to play Cybermorph. If anyone knows what that is. It has a talking green head that asks repeatedly, "Where did you learn how to fly?"
Fucking green head. Sorry, sometimes you cut out in the call for me. I think it's because you're streaming.
It's a talking
so I don't
green
hear
head.
you always.
But yeah, I think just because I have it, I'm going to cover the Jaguar Wolfenstein port at some point. Maybe we'll get to read that Wolfenstein creepypasta we were talking about months and months ago.
Creepypasta.
We brought it up in the LP, and we determined that it does in fact exist, and it might be stream material later on. Finally bested the Fortress of Mist. Oh god, no, there was one more left. I was wrong. Hubris. do the Doom books qualify as creepypasta? I don't know. I think it's more like long-form fan fiction in that case.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, we still got the worst ending to any level you ever saw. Just...
Boy.
What are you doing, Peterson? This is stupid. Alright, I beat it.
Finish.
Oh, they didn't even call it the Fortress of Mystery. They just called it Dis. Like, they're trying to trick you into thinking this is the actual final level. Ugh.
Good job. Yep.
Alright. The conclusion to Atari Jaguar Doom. Thanks, id.
So we get the same text, basically, right?
Yeah, I think the text is pretty much the same for all the console ports. The best of all. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's another console port done, son.
It's out of the way. Oh, man.
Yep. And they brought back this feature from Doom 2, which is always appreciated. Please buy Doom on the PC.
Wait a second.
To complete...
There's something distinctly lacking
like
from
the
this.
sound?
Yeah, that one.
Maybe the sound processor is overclocked by the music this time.
Oh god. So maybe that's why that must be why they couldn't have music during the levels. There would be no sound effects.
Oh man, oh jeez. John Doom.
You can have Doom without music, or you can have mute Doom. Or I guess it'd be... yeah, I guess they decided the sound effects sounded better than the bad MIDI renditions, so...
I guess so. These pretty farty MIDIs. Still better than the 32X version, though.
That is unarguably correct.
I think I'm restarting the Jaguar just to get that little neat intro thing again. That little orchestra sting is... That orchestra hit is so adorable. So that was... Oh, I'm checking out the other modes. Apparently you need another Atari with some sort of means to connect them to each other for multiplayer. No split screen on this device. And I'm trying to see if you can just warp straight to the final level, which I forget which one it was. I'll go back. It doesn't look like it was the case, but that's the end of the Jag port, man. Let me just see. What was the final area? Yeah, the final area was 23. So unlike the 32X port, you can warp straight to it.
Well... it's over. It's done.
That's the end.
We're free.
Well, I mean...
no more Jaguar.
Yeah, no more Jag. That's over with. Well, until I do the Wolfenstein port.